Hello everyone here, welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Stitzer, Wisconsin here since last episode. Finished up a bunch more cultivating, liming, and then also skipped time through the night here as well. We're now into the month of April. Obviously, for those who watched last episode, I thought I was going to maybe start doing some planting, but realized we really can't plant anything in the month of March there, so we're now into the month of April. I guess I shouldn't say anything. We can plant, I guess we can plant oats in March. Okay. As well as poplar and oilseed radish. But yeah, pretty much everything else. Yeah, grass. I don't actually, can you plant? I guess you can plant grass on this map. Alfalfa, clover, all the other crops are going to be in April. And yeah, actually, some of them have some pretty long planting months here too, like Pioneer soybeans having all the way through July. I wonder if that means we can do any double cropping on this map. I guess we'll find out. In theory, it looks like, because oats, Evan, I'm looking at this here. So if we plant them in March, I'm assuming they're going to be ready to harvest in July. And in July, we can still plant soybeans yet. Of course, if this map is like the previous, one of the previous maps we played on, Evan, I'm trying to remember which map it was here again. I don't remember, so apologies on that one. But one of the other maps we played on here in the past here, a couple maps back, would let us double crop soybeans as well, but those soybeans weren't ready to harvest till like, I think was it December or November? When they were ready to harvest, it was also snowing, so it made it like highly ineffective, if you know what I mean. So yeah, anyway, hopefully this map isn't like that. I'm actually surprised, Wisconsin, you actually can double crop soybeans in Wisconsin? I don't know, you folks will have to let me know on that one. I am curious, like, are there any farmers that actually double crop soybeans in Wisconsin? I suppose maybe if you get to the bottom part of it there. I'm not sure exactly here where in Wisconsin this part of the map is located here, but fertilizer here a minute. At least I'm assuming. Yeah, that'll work. Guess you don't have to open it up to fill it. Cool. There we go. Now I've got the corn planter sitting out on, let's zoom back out here a minute. On 88 here. So I figure we're going to head out the other direction here. I don't know. Is 84 done? Let's see if 84 is done here. If 84 is done, I might just start with that one right there. Yes, it is. It also has weeds on it. Cool. I have to do some spraying for weeds here. Also, I'm going to cultivate under some of the wheat that's in the corners here real quick a minute. Doubled up my cultivation force here, by the way, as you can tell. It's like, wait a minute. You know what? I've got the brilliant cully mulch here as well. Why don't I put that to work? So got the International 1586 on that here. Again, we're just cultivating under several of the wheat fields here that this map started us with here. Okay, anything else on this? Yeah, there's some in all the rest of the corners too, isn't there? Okay. Go clean those up here a minute. Again, with crops already planted on the field, Evan, want to be careful about missing spots here, so we don't need any combine troubles here if we can help it. There we go. And over to the opposite corner here. That should clean this up here then. I haven't actually had much trouble here with coarseplay missing stuff on fields here lately, but looks like that might change here, unfortunately, with this map. This map, yeah, just the shape of the fields here. And to be honest, I have played around with this before. I have never had that much success with coarseplay, like getting all the fields like completely. Yeah, you can play around with the settings, Evan. So for like this field, for example, I could probably play around with the settings and eventually get it to not miss any spots. Those same settings on a different field might be completely different though. So having like one set of settings that works across all fields just yeah, I don't know, doesn't seem to work. So corners, unfortunately, yeah, tend to be missing, especially the sharper the corners. Or sometimes in this case, Evan, They're not really sharp corners. They are still rounded corners, which, by the way, means that the sharp corner option for course plays, course generation may or may not work. Oh, and I got to find a spot to park all our equipment here. We got lots and lots of barns here on this farmyard of them, but most of these barns seem to be dedicated to cows. I mean, if you notice, like cows, 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 more cows over here. I don't think that's a cow barn. And I'm not sure on the big barn over there. I'm not sure, actually, to be honest, if we can even use that one. I guess we should figure that out. Okay, where'd I leave the planter here? Trying out the John Deere 710 here on this planter. We'll see how that goes. Added on the corn planter. The tractor didn't seem to like that corn planter, so we'll try it here with a little drill here, see how that goes. Yep, obviously no selecting the seed here. We are filling with a specific type of seed, soybeans, Pioneer soybeans, of course. Only the best, right? Okay, and I'm just going to get course play going on this here, by the way. So, course. Oh, probably 3 headlands should be good. Again, we're just going to keep the overlap here. Normally, I always do -2 of them, but on this map, I've been doing -1. Overlap, just crank it up a little bit here. Probably still not going to help with the corners a lot, but at least a little bit better, maybe. First waypoint. Drive the course. Oh, we're gonna need a bigger tractor for this too. Figure this little tractor will be able to handle this planter here. I forget how much horsepower does this tractor have here again. Let's see what's our small tractor, 710, 50. Oh, 50 horsepower. That should be no problem pulling this planter. 50 horsepower. We should be able to pull that planter no problem. Of course, I say that. It doesn't look like we're pulling it with no problems. So, okay, get horseplay going back here again. Nearest waypoint. Get this field finished up here. I think this is the last. Oh, no, never mind. There's one more field back here yet. Okay. I might have brought the culling mulcher back a little too quick here. Let's head back out there. Oh, he's already running. Oops. Fire him back up. And we're going to head out. Was that number 77 back there? Oh, exactly. How do we get back there? That is a good question. Guess we'll find out. I'm not sure if we go down between 78 and 84 here, if we got to go down kind of right where we're at. Can't really tell from the map here, to be honest. I think we're going to try the next driveway, though. And when I say the next driveway, the one that's right in front of us here, not the one right there. Hopefully, this is kind of sort of the right way, hopefully. Oh, yeah, this gets us. Yep, perfect. Oh, it seems like a shame. I mean, this field's actually already started growing already, hasn't it? The rest of the fields, of course, have not... well, we got most of them cultivated under before they started growing. Reminder again, with this map here, all the fields came planted in oats. Like, every single field. Like, no idea. Like, maybe a little variety on that would have been nice, but... I wonder if it's got something to do with the fact, number of headlands, 2 seems like it should be. Yeah, we'll leave it at 3, I guess. Whatever. Crank up the percentage there. But yeah, I wonder if it has something to do with the custom crop types on this map. I wonder if, like, oats, I think, is the only non-modern crop type left. Well, I guess you do have grass. But, yeah, I mean, the alfalfa, corn, clover, corn, soybeans, triticale. I do have beets here, I guess. But yeah, like of your crops, having like oats is the only non-modded crop left. So I'm wondering if that's why everything is oats. That would be my theory, but I could be wrong. my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Okay. He's making progress here. We doing okay? 1 mile an hour. I think we're going to have to replace the tractor. I have one 50 horsepower tractor. Should have no problem pulling this, but yeah, something clearly is not right. Unfortunately, that's kind of the theme when it comes to some of these older mods. When I say older mods, I mean the equipment that's older, right? Not necessarily maybe the mod is that old, but let's see. We got a white tractor. We got an Oliver. Let's try that one. Oliver 1855. We're unfortunately gonna have to switch out this tractor. Like I said, 4 mile an hour, just not gonna cut it. Mind you, that is probably not too far off from a realistic speed in real life, everyone. Real life, you probably wouldn't be going much faster than that with that particular planter. I mean, even nowadays, having a typical seed drill, you're still not going much. You might be going a little faster than that, but not typically a lot with the drills. You got to get into the corn planters, your high-speed corn planters, before you start actually going somewhat fast, if you will. We're just going to stop him. I'm pretty sure this planter lets you go faster than 4, so... Unfortunately, yep, switching out tractors here again. We had the same problem when you watched chopping corn here on our last map, everyone. All kinds of horsepower problems there as well, like tractors. Like, this tractor should have no problem running this. Yeah, doesn't run it. And we had other problems with that, too, on the previous. Just, again, I don't know if it's the game's fault or what it is, everyone. I mean, if you look at some of the horsepower requirements in the game, everyone, to some extent, it might be, like, the game's fault. It's got, like, little 10-foot cultivators that, like, need 150 horsepower, which is just absolutely ludicrously stupid. I mean, a 10-foot cultivator that needs 150 horsepower? Well, what are we doing? 10 foot deep with that thing or something? Okay, this tractor seems like it should have no problem pulling it. Actually, duals are fine enough, I guess. Like maybe taking the duals off might be a good option for this tractor, but I don't feel like doing that. So 3 headlands. Let's crank that up here. I believe this is a per tractor setting, by the way. Oh, and speaking of per tractor setting, this does remind me one of the settings I always like to change, Evan, and I would personally recommend all you folks watching change this as well if you're using Courseplay. Under your Courseplay vehicle settings, and again, like I said, I believe this is per tractor, I think. So raise tools and lower tools, I always recommend, and this should, in my opinion, be absolutely default. Raise tools late, lower tools early. Completely opposite of what the settings are. That way, when you do end up with hopefully a little bit of overlap, or, as is common, if Courseplay likes to miss a little bit, or maybe doesn't go quite far enough, this should allow it to actually go far enough, and you'll hopefully eliminate and or at least minimize missing spots. So, I guess of course they developed like missing spots for some reason. Like the corners of the field. Any further questions? Oh, how's this tractor pulling it? Oh yeah, 7 mile an hour. I'm assuming that's probably the speed the planter can go then. Yeah, pulling it, no problem. Okay. Well, so much for this tractor. I got reeled off the road there. I guess that maybe kind of from my pole, I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to get that parked up there for now. We're going to leave that there, and we're going to head down to our corn, or what will be a corn field here once we start planting at Field 88. Field we kind of started on here last episode, but again, we were not in the planting season. By the way, also switched out tractors, because, like, you know what, I think I'm good 40-20 on this. Seems like it'd be a good plant tractor here, right? why I didn't start like in the actual like corner of the field here, but already set on corn. We shouldn't have to change anything. I mean, I don't have access to this land. This is our, yeah, this is ours. Must be like really that close, apparently. This doesn't remind me of it. Someone was asking me if row crops are supported on this map. I don't believe this is a row crop ready map to my knowledge. So of everything this map has on it, I don't believe row crop ready is an option for it. For those of you watching our multiplayer series there on No Creek Farms, we are doing a row crop ready map on that one there. Again, that is the No Creek Farms, which is row crop ready. Wouldn't mind seeing that, you know, like across the board, right? When it comes to planting, that one, your crops actually follow the rows on your planter. That's kind of cool to see that in the field. Versus just the generic way that Giants does it. I'm assuming there's probably some penalties for doing it the way the modders are doing it, but it seems to run okay on our multiplayer server. I'm not going to complain too much. Fertilizer levels going up and down. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if that's because we're like on a 4x map. We've seen some oddity like that on, was it the 36x map we played on, I believe? Definitely a lot of oddity on that one. Date so far, that is definitely the largest map I've ever played on. We'll have to see. You never know. Maybe at some point we'll play on like one of the 64x maps or something. Although that kind of gets into the whole discussion we had for a minute there last episode. I mean, it tends to be the larger the map, the less detail you get into it, right? So, you know, if you look at the detail on this map versus the 36x map we played on, like there's just like no comparison, right? And again, I would have to say, for a 4x map, this map seems to be really well done here so far for what I'm seeing. Just, yeah, the amount of detail on this map, the mod author definitely seems like he did a really, or they or she definitely did a very nice job on this MRG mapping, I guess. So I'm not sure. Yeah, MRG mapping. Not sure how many persons or people are behind that one. Age-old question, Evan. Headland first or headland last when it comes to planting? I've always kind of been more of the headland first, if you ask me, Evan. Yes, your crops do get driven over, but it's also a lot easier to tell when you get to the headland where, you know, you need to raise and lower the planter and stuff like that, right? A little bit hard to tell if you don't have a headland to go by. Kind of just guessing to some extent. With that being said, though, I've been sometimes doing the headland last. Yes, the headland's been driven over, but now you can, like, break that up just like a little bit, maybe, when you go over it with a planter there. At least you're not, like, driving over the seed. Probably make ourselves like 2 or 3 headland passes here. We'll start going up and down the field here. I don't know if there's a good line we can create with GPS here. Not much to figure out. Speaking of GPS, by the way, somebody reminded me in the comments here what I did wrong here on the last GPS line we created, and I should have known this, Evan. We need to turn off the snap terrain angle. Otherwise, GPS, and it's super annoying if you ask me when it does this, but it will snap to the nearest terrain angle. I don't know what terrain angles are supported on this map here. Not maybe the finest, but I definitely see more than just Giants default. I forget, what are Giants defaults here again? Is Giants still 0, 45, and 90? And of course, when I say 0, 45, and 90, I'm talking degrees. So 0 degrees, 45 degrees, and 90 degrees. Is that Giants default, or have they actually added more finally? See a lot of maps, Evan, where they'll up that significantly to the, I think they say like 2 or 3 degrees on some maps. There we go. That's a marker that you can actually follow. Of course, when I say follow, in the game, can we actually follow it? I actually, believe it or not, I believe it looks like we actually can. Point our GPS marker here down that row marker, and away we go. Let me just check here, make sure. Yeah, looks like we're good. Why are the weeds back there yet? Yeah, weird. Okay. No idea what's up with that. We'll definitely have to look at spraying some of these fields and or maybe running some field cultivators across, or not field cultivators, cultivators. At least where I'm from, Evan, we have like 2 types of cultivators. We got what's known as a field cultivator. That's what we're actually running on. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Got tabbed out of the game there. Where is it? This one here, I believe. So yeah, this is a field cultivator, at least around where I live. That's what typically we would call this, a field cultivator. And then we also got just cultivators. Cultivators are typically used on weeds. For cultivate weeds. Now, I know if you watch some of the other farmers on YouTube, I'm thinking like Millennial Farmer or something like that. When a lot of times they call those a digger. So we're running a digger on this tractor over here. But like I said, around where I live, typically they refer to them as field cultivators. Of course, now with field cultivators, having a lot of high-speed tillage is becoming a little more popular. So you get your high-speed discs and vertical tillage tools and stuff like that. So the field cultivator, still around, but maybe not quite as popular as it used to be. It used to be back in the day when like pretty much every farmer had a very similar setup in that regard. Some sort of field cultivator, probably pulling some sort of rolling basket, harrow, something behind it there, just to kind of level out the ground behind the cultivator. That was like the setup to have. Which, again, still a lot of farmers run with that, but now you're starting to see some of the other options as well, right? Well, at least on the straightaways, looks like we can follow the line. That's kind of nice. So if you want to run in the cab here, you can. Point our GPS marker down that row there, and away we go. Reminder here, by the way, if you'd like to join us in on our multiplayer servers, you're welcome to do so. You can find our multiplayer server information down below in the description there. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules. We do ask that you please join us in on Teamspeak there. And by the way, if you'd like to catch the multiplayer content, you can find that over on Twitch, RDAllen on Twitch. And speaking of content, by the way, there'll probably be some more of this map over on Twitch as well, by the way, some live stream content of this map. So if you want to catch some more of this map, make sure you're following on Twitch again as well. Just make sure you turn on your notifications so you should get notified when and if you go live. There we go. When and if. I say if because obviously I haven't just had a daughter here about a month ago. And also working on the house yet as well. So lots of projects going on, lots of work to be done. Don't necessarily have time every single night and or there's something else going on. But yeah, notifications turned on, you'll get notified when we go live. tractor almost needs a little bit more horsepower here, too, for this. Tractor's struggling a little bit going up the hill here with this 6-row planter. A little bit ridiculous if you ask me, but... There we go. You can actually do pretty good in that corner there. That's one of the things you probably actually wouldn't do in real life, Evan. When it comes to that corner there, you would actually turn around and turn around or back up into that corner. You wouldn't actually just like try to make that turn more likely. Some of the other corners on this field you probably could, like down there. Or, yeah, all but this one over here is probably like, oh, and maybe the one at the top. All like I said, all the rest of the corners though, yeah, go around. Once we get the plant all squared away here, everyone, get it squared away. I just realized we ran out of fertilizer. Okay, interesting. To actually stop planting. It looks like did they completely stop? Maybe it did. Good thing I caught that when I did. I didn't catch it because I was looking back here. I caught it because, like, wait a minute, our seed's out. Or, sorry, not our seed. Our fertilizer's out. Where's the fertilizer? Oh, let's load up a couple bags here on this truck. That's what we got it for. Speaking of bags, I'm not sure what I'm actually going to do with the seed bags because I don't think they actually work on this map, unfortunately. There we go. Those actually sit quite nicely up there. Okay, throw some straps on that. Oh, yeah. There we go. That ain't going nowhere. Oh, look at that. More cow barns. Yeah, like I said, I've lost count how many cows are down here. I think this one cows too, isn't it? Okay, we're going to swing by one. I'm pretty sure this one is cows. Oh, okay, very tippy. Oh, I thought it was going to tip back over there for a minute. Like, nope. Pretty sure this is cows. Verdict is... Yep, that one's cows too. Okay. Our mobile fertilizer resupply here. No, I probably should have done that. I should have thrown some seed on here as well, but oh well. Never said I was smart, did I? Okay, back in business. And good to know that fertilizer went really quick there, too. Like, made it around the field, almost 2 times. Almost. Not quite. I just realized I left my, I thought I had the marker down. There we go. Marker back down. And unfortunately, I just glanced over the time here. Can you folks believe it's 29 minutes already? Actually, almost 30. What in the world? Come on now. Just started planting here, it feels like. You know what they say when you're having fun. Oh, actually lifts the hole marker out of the ground, too. Good. Yeah, we're going to do one more headland here, I guess. Okay, well, anyway, on that note, other than that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching. Until next time.